Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I'm your caster, DigitalKillF, and today I have the very special opportunity of casting for Events Over Time, the Journeyman League. This will be a new league set up for Valorant that runs over 7 weeks, and tonight we have 2 games, best of ones, before we lead into a ending best of 3 grand finals with a prize pool. I think it was about $700 or $800, and all the teams will duke it out at the very end. But tonight, our first game coming up at 7 o'clock, it will be Sanguine versus Friendings. Now, Sanguine, you may know these guys from LPL Evolution. They've been playing quite well, actually, recently. I casted one of the previous games not too long ago, and I am absolutely blown away by how much they've improved from the first time I've seen them play. On their lineup, you will have Yvonne the Kid, has Flux, Budaman, D, and Aplo. Meanwhile, tonight, their opponents will be Friendings. Now, these guys, let me tell you, not too long ago, I actually casted another one of their games versus God Squad. And, dear me, things didn't go too well, but nonetheless, Friendings, Sonboy, Stranger, Motion, LSD, and Bajayer. Teams are ready, and we're loading into the first map, Ascent, right now.
Select your agent.
Beneficial. Here you go, Raisin's already...
One enemy remaining. Spike down mid.
work with. However, they do have a few SMGs to play around. 2 players of Friendings, expecting a short push. They've already rotated onto A, leaving only a Cypher just to play in market. The camera, it doesn't really see anywhere mid or B main. So he's going to just sit there and listen for audio cues. And the patience right now from Sanguine. All 3 players, as a unit, they're working down A long, and the rotations actually have come off of the A side. But look at that Jet. I think Motion, if he does push top mid, which he doesn't actually. Oh no, Friendings, they're expecting this to be a B push. Meanwhile, all 3 players of Sanguine, they're actually going for A. 30 seconds left, and at this point, surely, Friendings, you would have figured it out. Finally, the Cypher is first on rotation. The Spy, the bigger brains, intel gathering. Aplo has good positioning in Hell, but remember, you can wallbang through the wooden panels. Zomboy waiting for assistance from his teammates before they go for the site take. Now, the spike has been planted. There you go, that turret exposes at least one place towards the short angle. Motion. Oh, catches Aplo, just watching the wrong angle, backing away. No trades coming out just yet. 2v3, and dearie me, it's looking to be a cakewalk right now for Friendings. Down to the last player, Buddha, 48 HP, and then sprays through smokes! He does get taken down. Not a single kill to be found for Sanguine, but at least they managed to plant the spike. Friendings go up 2-0. Stranger, actually, even though he bought the Marshall, he didn't end up using it, not even for damage or early round scouting. Sanguine this time, they have accrued enough financial power to buy rifles and armor coming to this round. D, 2 ult points off of having the From the Shadows Omen teleport, and I'm hoping to see an aggressive TP play from him, followed by a push from his team, so they can pincer a site, ideally. But then again, that's theory crafting, but Jair, he himself, already 1 more kill off of getting his own From the Shadows TP. Once he gets that ultimate charged up, he can use it for a intel play or a flank play. LST making his way to Wine. The Phoenix. Does he use the hot hands to clear the angle? That is one question you have to ask. Jerry, there you go. Spots 1 player and smartly backs off because Friendings, they realize they don't have a gun advantage. So this time, play slow, get intel, and ideally, play the man advantage. Play for retakes. Sanguine, they themselves understand this as well. LST gets exposed. Now he has 2 players staring him down. There's not much utility to really bail him out. LST can't really escape either. He does have a teammate there, but Jaya, the Omen, just perhaps pop a smoke down. But no, he's already too far in. Paint shells, it will force him back. Aplo's already made his way onto the site. He's not checking long. There's 2 players out there. Aplo does take down Bajaya, and look at LST, still sitting in Wine, just buying time for his team. He eventually does go down, and Sanguine, they are spraying down the players of Friendings 1 by 1, down to the last 2. They have a Spectre and a Ghost between the 2 of them. The spike has been planted. At best, this time, hope for some damage, and that recon arrow exposes D. Already off to a good start, half the manpower of Sanguine, but the flank coming out from Buddha, this could be huge. Getting 2 kills. HK already long distance, sprays down Zomboy in a flash. Oh, there you go. Buddha, the setup from his teammate. The curveball. Easy peasy. Sanguine, they win the round. The first buy round with 4 players standing. And they strike back with 1 round without letting Friendings get any further in. Full buy from both teams. Both Omens have their From the Shadow teleports. Do they choose to use them? That's the question. But Jair, he could use it early. TPB, you know, get some intel. Sees at least 2 players, maybe 3. Make an early call for his team. Otherwise, nothing too specific happening. Aplo, 1 more point off of having the Blade Storms. But however, with rifles, he's not really inclined to use it too often. Motion. Oh, the timing manages to just dodge the turret. Oh, the turret exposed to Aplo somehow. The delayed detection. Buddha has him detected but misses the shot. Motion still has the headshot. Buddha, man. You can't be missing those. Sanguine already off to a poor start. Realistically, Buddha, he had the intel and he had the advantage. Just couldn't quite land the shot. Friendings. Motion. He already got 1 kill. Looking for more now. Getting a little bit greedy, perhaps. There's too many players staring down his angle. And D hard punishes him for getting too aggressive and greedy. Sanguine, they've evened up the man advantage. 1-on-1. Omens still have their From the Shadows teleport to be used. And it does seem like Sanguine are going for a B split currently. 2 players working their way slowly up mid. And a rotation coming out from Friendings very slowly. A lone Cypher to hold down the B site. He has utility set up, but does it work out successfully? That is to be seen. Dead silence currently. All the players are just waiting, and this is when the mind games tends to come in a little bit. Just what exactly is happening? And at Cypher, he's heard the ult will be taken. The smokes are being pumped out, and there we go. He's made the call. Rotation's coming through now. That Jet is going to be playing lurk mid, and Somboy. He's got to hold still. Good checking by Sanguine to clear the angles, and Somboy actually shot at his teammate there. About 10 seconds left. The spike has been put down. It has to go down right now. Sanguine, they aren't managing to take side right now. Somboy, he's buying so much time. It's by himself. One player. And oh, Sanguine HK, even though he was about to get stunned by the Cypher trap, he does commit to the spray down and wins the duel. Who even needs to plant the spike when you can just kill them? Am I right? Easy peasy. Sanguine, they've tied things up 2-on-2. 3 ultimates now going their way. Aplo, the Blade Storms, and he could actually choose to not buy a rifle this round and use the Jet Blades. Meanwhile, has the runner back, a very beneficial ultimate for the attacking side. When you use that ultimate, you become an essential... Well, it gives you a man advantage. It gives you that extra life for you to run in more or less carefree, get some frags, get intel for your team every turn. Now, this is aggression coming out from Friendings. I like this, but Jair, he may have just actually dashed into his teammates' paint shells. There you go, hands with the run back, like I was saying earlier. And he closes the door, and motion, not quite landing the shots with the Sheriff. Does a little bit of damage. And Jair, he's managed to sneak behind Has. The runner back has expired and also gets rid of the Killjoy lockdown. Buddha thankfully does get the trade coming. 3 players on defense, and the crossfire has been set up by the players of Sanguine. The Killjoy turret, very effective against turrets. The Aplo, 31 HP. He doesn't even have to kill motion because D is there to back him up. Aplo, good fake dash just to make the defense think that he changed positions. Stranger, good tap actually. Takes down D with only a ghost, 22 HP. He's going to have to YOLO it with the Sheriff. 1 shot, 1 kill, ideally.
1 enemy remaining.
Sanguine, he doesn't even get revealed. Stranger, looking for exit frags at this point. 1v3 to retake by himself. It's highly unlikely. Sanguine, even though they invested 2 ultimates into the round, they still do get the win. But the spike is about to explode real soon. I do think Aplo, he'll be caught in the explosion, but he doesn't go down without a fight. Takes Stranger down with him. Friendings, it was a rough round, I will admit. The rotation wasn't quite fast enough, and motion, whipping a few shots with the Sheriff, did some damage, but it wasn't enough at the end of the day to stop Sanguine. However, it was a bit of a misplay, I do believe, by Sanguine to not have any defensive utility set up behind them. Because as you can see, I think it was Bajay who managed to just sneak through mid, go B-Link, and take down Has, as well as the Buddha Killjoy lockdown. LST now on defense, the Raze. He does have the showstopper, Rockets. Could be geared up to make a huge play. Oh, motion, I like that. About to play off of his teammates' Sova recon arrow. Hiding in the smoke, getting a free kill. It doesn't come to it though. Stranger, his position is known. LST has backup. There we go, a flash coming out from Has. However, it couldn't quite capitalize. HK now 1v2, not going to happen. Sanguine, death of the last player, Aplo goes down. Stranger for 2. Flawless round for Friendings. And they are looking really strong coming back into this. Still 3 ultimates on the side of Sanguine. HK has the Sage Resurrection. Couldn't quite find the appropriate timing to use it in the previous round. It was a 1v2 situation with him out long. Now Has perhaps pulling out the curveball after getting his position exposed. Wasn't quite the right play. It was a risky play, and it could have paid off huge, but I guess he didn't read. There were 2 players of Friendings holding fire. LST, there you go. The paint shells and the rocket. Oh, blind still takes down Buddha. He was blinded, and the trade backs. Oh, 2 kills actually by Aplo and Has. The early round ult didn't quite pay off, and Aplo for yet another onto motion. Double the manpower currently of Friendings. Friendings, they should be calling for the save. It's unlikely 2 players can retake the round, considering how many ultimates they have, make it a 1v4. All down to Stranger by himself. He does have a recon arrow available to use real soon, but what difference would it really make at this point? Mad early aggression by Friendings, getting punished. It was a good paranoia, I will admit, from the opposing team's Omen to catch out the Raze movements before LST could really get anything off of the ultimates. Sanguine, this is the teamwork that I like to see. The communications and the executes. Now, they won more or less 4 rounds in a row. starting to build up a little bit of momentum and economy as well. Look at all the players that have money to work with for days. Meanwhile, well, Friendings, they can buy into this round, and perhaps even if they lose this, they can afford to buy once more. But it's going to be rough if they keep losing at this rate. Somboy, Neural Theft, Bajayer again about to get the From the Shadows Omen TP. It won't do his team much good though. It's not exactly the most defensive ultimate. It is used. Someboy, oh, narrowly catching out D with the From the Shadows teleport, and D as well. He was holding the spike. Rotation's coming out. Motion already on the flank, getting aggressive. Doesn't quite pay off though. He himself getting punished. Down to 42 HP. The Vandal does 40 damage to the body. That's 2 shots to finish him off. Sanguine. Mid-aggression now. Motion still getting aggressive, trying to get some kills. Not to worry though, he still has, a Cloud Burst and Jet Dash to work with, but Aplo spraying through. Just a random bullet. Manages to catch Motion in the side of his ear, and that's the player down already for Friendings. Sanguine working together as a unit. You love to see it. 5 players mid. And Bajayer good for 2 sharp shots. HK and Buddha are down. That's the Sage Resurrection that can't be used anymore for Sanguine. Has no healing abilities to work with. He's going to have to play with his team.
30 seconds left.
And it will be a last-ditch effort to take A. Although right now, you're seeing more or less 3 players of Friendings edged over towards the A site. And there you go. I don't think actually that Ultimate Orb take was heard by the defense and has Sanguine. They will be managed to take site relatively freely. Looking for a play, trying to duck under the wall. He does make it through in time. And Stranger, no, will take down D. The spike was planted, but 2v4. Things are looking rough. Aplo, the only player on site. No Cloud Bursts to work with. Has a Jet Dash though, but he will need backup from his teammate real soon. 4 players attempting the retake. Has... Oh, good kill onto the Bajayer. The TP didn't work out. Work out in his favor. Aplo put another. Aplo 1v1 versus the Sova. The recon arrow not working out. A shock dart could win it all at this point. And Aplo, he had the advantage. He had the time advantage. Stranger hadn't dropped down just yet, but perhaps the nerves got to him. Just peeking out a little bit too aggressively. Stranger, being so patient, wins the duel and ties things up for Friendings. Well, I got a little bit excited there. Sanguine, a 4v2. They almost made it a 4v2, but somehow Friendings, they shouldn't have let that get so close as it did. A 1v1? Oh my gosh. Bajayer with the early TP onto the middle of the site, perhaps. Understand what the purpose was, to get intel, but it really didn't pay off. Has just got the easiest kill of him. Bajayer, he presented himself to Has on a silver platter. And things got close, but overall, it was a successful retake, so you can't really argue with that. Now Buddha, again, no teammates to back him up. He loses his duel against LST. Oh, that is a defensive player already gone. Someboy, there you go, catches Buddha. No teammates to back him up. You have to play the trades and play with a friend. And now this time the Neural Theft comes out. Motion narrowly just missed. He jumped away to safety. And not like this. The Sage dead again early round. No resurrections. 2 rounds in a row. Sanguine. 3v5. Neither team has ultimates. But however, utility is being expended. A trend that I'm starting to notice, actually, Sanguine, they tend to go for the A-long take as a team when things don't quite go to plan early round. And Friendings looking to play retake, if anything. Bajayer setting up a crossfire of sorts with Stranger. But how Stranger? You can't get too aggressive! You peek that and Has taps away at his head. Bajayer, he could work through the smoke right now. And that's a really good hot hands, actually. Oh, no, but Has... Oh, he gets the kill from the post-mortem. But Bajayer, he was blinded by point blank. I still think he managed to see Has. Now, Aplo, 2v3. Poised to get a headshot. He knows one player's close. He might see the barrel, actually. Yes, he does. Sharp shot to LSC. Looking for a second. Motion gets the better of him. All down to D. By himself, 1v2. The players are lined up. That Cloud Burst will give him some positioning somewhat, and he couldn't quite land the bullets. His cross placement was correct, but the recoil control was not. Friendings, another successful retake. They hardly had to defend site that much. They lost a player early on, Stranger, from getting overly aggressive, peeking long, and then the Omens just sitting in the corner, gets burned to death, burned to a crisp. But then a 3v3. I can't believe Sanguine, they couldn't quite pull that off. They weren't playing the trades, not exactly. One player went down, and then it was all down to Sunboy by himself to clutch out. Things were rough. Sanguine this time, apply once again. Blade Storms are available to use. He won't probably need it though, but has. When he gets that ultimate orb, another run it back will benefit Sanguine for the B-side take, assuming it does come through. HK this time should be looking to stay alive for his team, so the resurrection can finally be used. Boot up, there you go. The lockdown has been expunged, and Sunboy, he's gonna have to get off sites because, oh, if he stays on for too long, he will get detained. Has spraying through smoke again. This guy's a hero with the early first blood picks. LSD doesn't get anything. They managed to take sight off of the ultimate. And Buddha, where were you looking, man? What are you stunned? What happened? He gets taken out. Has now, flashes himself. And that run back was for naught. And ultimate wasted. Now that the trade's going back and forth. D, good for 2. The defense is good. Post plant coming out from Sanguine. 2 players standing of Friendings. And all they have to do for Sanguine is to stay put and play together. Play for trades. They will win this round. Oh, D, good timing. Catch a stranger with his pants down, with the owl out. LSD by himself. Not much utility to work with. And the spike is ticking away a little bit too fast now. LSD, the longer you stay there, the lower your chances of survival are. Whips the first shot against HK, and he was all and done for. 5-on-5, Sanguine, they bring it back. Now, this match is starting to get actually really close. I wasn't really expecting this, but it's back and forth between these two teams. Friendings versus Sanguine. Goodness gracious me. Friendings on the defense, they're showing up, and Sanguine, they strike back after losing a few rounds. But this time, Stranger, 1 kill, and he will net himself the Hunter's Fury on defense. If he can get an early scan and use it to do damage, it might actually prove to be the crux of to win his team this eco round. As the economy going for Friendings, not looking really healthy. Jeremy Stranger making a huge call right now, calling for a mass rotate because the all 5 players of Sanguine are rushing the A site, and they have taken site successfully, cleanly, and more or less for free. Friendings looking to play the retake with what little weaponry they have. It will be a tall order, and Sanguine getting all posted up, post plants to defend that spike. Oh, has managed to see 1 player, but he will have to duck away to safety. 27 HP. Narrowly manages to escape. Now, already the defense Friendings a retake off to a bad start. 1 player down. That's your entry, your duelist. Jet, human flashbang, and LSC getting wallbang through from hell. Oh, the J are actually good taps, and the trade backs back and forth. Sanguine, it's a slaughter fest for them currently. They had the superior guns, and it was to be expected. They won the round. Friendings going to have to win the final round of the first half to tie things up 6-6, or else they will be giving Sanguine an advantage coming to the second half. 7-5. It's not that big of a deal, I will admit. 1 pistol round win will change the tide of things, assuming Friendings they can win the pistol in the second. But now, 5 ultimates across both teams. Bajair from the shadows. Once again, a very situational ultimate. And Stranger should be looking to get an early pick with the Hunter's Fury. Sunboy, I like this angle with the Bucky. So good to be poised to get some big kills now. But that's only if Sanguine they push and they don't check this angle. Sunboy, this is fantastic. No one knows where he is. And he won't. What? Doesn't kill. Has. He right clicks. Has 87 HP. That Bucky shot was just a tickle to his forehead. Has getting 2 kills now. Stranger trying to get some kills with the Hunter's Fury. Motion finally on the flank. Takes down Has. Can't quite decide if he wants to use the blades or the rifle. And the hesitation does prove to be his downfall. Aplo will take him down from this side. A blade between the ribs. Oh, misses the right click. Still lands a few blades though. And there we go. That's finally the Sage Res coming in clutch. Not really clutch, but on the final round of the first half, Stranger by himself. 35 HP. And you can't wallbang through the Sage Wall, man. Imminent death coming his way. The Sage slow orbs just buying so much time. Stranger getting tagged down to 23 now. No chance of survival at all. Sanguine, they win the first half, and good sportsmanship in the chat. As you always should, good half. Now, this is what I was talking about earlier. A 5-7 scoreline. It's not exactly a big deal All Friendings they need is to win the pistol round, and that basically guarantees them the next round win with the SMG buy. But Sanguine, if they win the pistol round on the defense, then Friendings, they should start getting a little bit nervous or call a tactical timeout to discuss what's going wrong, because you can't afford to give up that many rounds to Sanguine. Remember Valorant, it's 13 to win, and 7 is getting dangerously close. It's more than halfway. I like the one-way smoke coming out from Sanguine. Aplo. Not quite headshot level with the crosshair placement, but it is enough to do damage. And look at this, Friendings. They are very aware of this. Motion to LST sitting still, just waiting for a aggressive play to come out from the defense. D will leave Motion. Will leave Aplo. Aplo now by himself. Oh, with a few bullets, and he himself gets a short end of the stick. 22 HP. Motion will grab the ultimate orb. That's 1 out of 6 charges for the Jet Blade Storm. Some boy, that's a risky play, and it pays off huge. Sneaks his way next to the bicycle. Could be playing a lurk role for his team. Friendings on the aggression, obviously looking to go for the A take. But with 2 players on A. Oh no, that's poor timing. D gets exposed. Oh, but throwing out the Omen smoke. Motion just spraying him down from behind. And I like this, getting control all the way towards Garden. Someboy now on the flank. He hears a few footsteps. He knows there's at least one there. And gets exposed. But Buddha getting shot in the side from Motion. I like this crossfire setup coming out from Friendings. And the points to win this round. But Jaya point blank takes down HK. All down to Aplo by himself. 1v5. He took some damage early on. Does get 1 kill. Retribution for his fallen teammates. The spike plant going down towards the B sites. And Aplo. The odds are really stacked against them. So this round actually, Aplo, whiffing a few shots, it really didn't benefit his team, but rather I want to point out how well Motion and Friendings they played this pistol round in general. They got some aggression. They got the ult orb towards A long, and they retreated back towards mid. Some boy playing lurk, getting intel for his team. 4 players of Friendings took to short, and they went aggressive into Garden, and then also crossfire to kill the rotation coming out from Sanguine. Now, there you go. There's the 5-7. Already gone to waste. 6-7. Full classics coming out for Sanguine. But this is how I like an Eco round to be played. Aggression. Defensive players. So many out towards B. Someboy, however, he is by himself. He could be good for 1, but that's at least 2 players staring him down. Oh, Someboy, good for 1. Still spraying through, getting 2. HK finally on the clap back. But the damage is done. The defense down a man. Already have inferior weapons. The spike's been planted. Looking to be a 7-7 tie-up. Going the way for Friendings. Buddha, I think he saw the barrel actually. Sees 3 players. It's a buffet. He still managed to get 1 kill. Motion couldn't quite save LST's life. All down to HK by himself. As a Spectre. Oh, good flick onto Stranger. 10 HP. Got to heal himself. Emergency. It's a 1v1. Has the Ares. He doesn't check hell though. He's aware. Oh, and walks right into the barrel of Bajaya. 7-7. It's even Stevens, ladies and gents. Sanguine, after losing 2 consecutive rounds, this will be their bye round, and they should be indeed looking to win this, or else Friendings, they will be starting to take the lead in the second half and swing momentum towards them. Motion, the Jet Blades, Blade Storm, available to use. He could buy his teammate a rifle, and he himself stick with the Blades. It came down to 1v1, and Friendings, they are being punished for it. It's going to be a scraggly buy going their way. Motion indeed has to pump out the Blade Storms just to increase the odds of Friendings winning this round. Mid-control. The name of the game. Friendings, they are aware, but however he's by himself. No teammates to back him up. And will catch Stranger with his pants down. But however, at that distance, landing a shot against Motion with the Jet Blades, which have full accuracy, even while moving, he was in a tough spot. That's 1 rifle lost. and picked up by Friendings. Sanguine, however, looking to play retake towards the A side. Buddha, he has utility set up. His turret will expose a few players, but however, he is playing with fire. A single spray through his smoke will prove to be the end of him. Sanguine, all players have rotated over. They are fully confirming that the side take is the towards A. Somboy slams it down. It's a 4v4 retake. But Friendings, they have pistols, blades, and SMGs to work with. Buddha already off to a good start. That's Somboy down. Buddha actually he stays alive, doesn't get killed just yet. And Retribution's coming real quick. Aplo, good for one. All down to LC by himself. Good for a kill. 1-on-1 now. A Spectre versus a Vandal. And LC clutches it out for HK. I mean, for Friendings. 3 kills for him. 5 HP standing. Oh, dearie me. That was disastrous for Sanguine. You should not have lost that round at all. Has getting overly aggressive, going for more after getting 1 pick initially. That could have basically lost them the round. HK, man. He couldn't quite land the headshot as well. Friendings now, they have taken the lead. Economy, not quite healthy, but they'll make do with what they have. Armor and rifles. Meanwhile, for Sanguine, Sheriffs and a singular Bucky. 3-player aggression mid, but Motion, he's very aware. He sprang through all the smokes. And LST, that boombot will expose quite a few players. They have to push now, and it gets good for what? LST sprays through the smoke, gets a second. It's a bloodbath. Sanguine, they can't get anything to happen this round. Buddha by himself now. Oh, and walks right into the welcoming arms of Bajayer. Friendings taking the lead by 2 now. Bajayer, 19 kills, leading his team. I don't think he was on the roster previously for Friendings when they played God Squad. But this man, 20 kills, and he will go atomic. 30, that's nuclear, carrying his team to victory. Stranger and Sunboy, the initiator, and Sentinel on 7 kills. It doesn't matter. That's your job. Play defensively. Support your entry duelists and top fraggers. Sanguine. 3 ultimates to work with. Aplo has pulled out the $5,000 50 cal. The operator on defense. And oh, misses a shot. Getting tagged into 9 HP. Going to have to dash away for his life. Sanguine. They're calling a rotation over because that's 5 players on Friendings towards the B side. And there you go, the aggressive side take is coming up. Motions! Oh, point blank sprays through the smoke. Takes down Aplo. LSD aggression. Good for 2. Clean, sharp shots. Sanguine, HK on the trade back. He does have a resurrection. 3v4, things are doable. But Motion, oh, couldn't quite back up his teammate. D snipes Vijaya in the back of his head. And now gets caught with his pants down. Motion, easy kill. Good for 2 now. Motion, 3 kills. Looking for a 4th at this point. Sunboy does steal it out of his hands. Friendings, they are on a roll. Oh, there you go. Sanguine, they're calling a tactical pause at 15 seconds. And now they finally decide to use a tactical timeout. They want to figure out just what exactly isn't going right. There you go. Well, never mind. We're back. This is our first time, and just in time, we managed to land the tactical pause at 7 seconds standing. 007. 2 donuts and a 7. James Bond. Not too bad. Sanguine. Sanguine, just having a tactical pause right now because things aren't quite really swinging their way. They've lost 5 rounds in a row consecutively. This isn't what you want coming into your defensive half. Of course, Ascent being somewhat attack-sided, execution-heavy. Whichever team on the attack has the better execution strats, it will favor them. Has, with the runner back and a Bucky, I'm not too sure how much he can get done with it, though. Aplo, of course, the Blade Storm's going to go huge for Sanguine because, by God, now or never do they have to swing momentum back in their favor or else this game will slip out of their hands. Friendings already on 10 rounds. 3 more and they will win. Now, just while Sanguine, they discuss strats and try to figure out how to crack the attacking pattern of Friendings. We are being treated to a few images of penguins. And a little trivia, actually. If you are new to Melbourne, you can actually see fairy penguins at St. Kilda Pier. You don't have to go all the way down to Phillip Island. At St. Kilda Pier, the fairy penguins, they come back to roost every single night. Cute little animals. Although I do wonder how penguins would taste. Vijaya gets a taste of blood, takes down HK already, and that distance has, man! Oh, I don't think the Bucky can actually get the kill. 36 HP, either that, he was running, he was aiming at the wrong spot. 2 players already gone for Sanguine. Apollo going to go huge with these blades. If Sanguine has any chance of coming back into this, good headshot. Has 3 blades left though, he has to make them count. Someboy again on the lurk takes down Buddha, time and time again. The Cypher lurk, no! Stranger catches the elbow of Apollo, which are extended like a seagull. D by himself. No, Sunboy is close and executes him point blank. I like that. He touched the cyber cage just to basically give the enemy team false intel to make them think that he pushed away. But no, the Jet is still watching steady. D heard the footsteps. Good kill onto motion here. However, he has been tagged by the recon bolt. Should he get aggressive, he won't be long for this world. But nonetheless, Sanguine they will be able to forward into the next round. Has his knife out. He doesn't see the other Omen. They walk right by each other. D. Oh, dear me. The timing. You must be joking. D. With a mispositioning there. Wasn't quite expecting the spike to be planted so close, perhaps. Had his knife out and instead of running away further to save the Vandal, which would have benefited his team greatly, he just gets burnt to a crisp. Sanguine still had to run it back. Now the question is, does he use it early round to get intel and get a few picks for Sanguine, or do they choose to use it for the retake? If it was Friendings, they would use it for the retake. But Sanguine I have a feeling he will be using it aggressively. Vijaya, already atomic, 21 kills. 2 more to victory for Friendings. Sanguine, now or never, they have to step up. They lose this round, their economy is going to be broke. And it should be a GG for the first game in the Journeyman League for Sanguine. Motion and LST, the two duelists of Friendings working their way, the buddy system, up market, and Steve gets caught from behind. No one was watching the B main angle. Where was the turret? The Killjoy should be watching it. Has good kill into motion. There you go. Curveball. Has good for 2. This single Phoenix is doing all the work, jumping around, trying to dodge the bullets. Stranger does get the kill. And Buddha, actually, the Molotov burn. That's a Somboy. He ducks down a little bit in celebration. Sanguine looking good now in this round. This was the do or die round. Apollo, there you go. Takes down Vijaya. All down to Stranger by himself. 20 seconds, still recon arrow. 1v4. Things aren't looking in his favor. Apollo missed the shot, but still got the wallbang. Did some damage. Poised and ready. Spamming more. Stranger looking to get the kill and tunnel visioned in. Didn't expect HK to just already be there. Lying in wait, and the Predator does pounce. Sanguine, they hang on. 8-11. Then they have some economy going their way. They will be able to sustain should they lose another round. But Friendings, off of a 6-round win streak, they have money for days they can afford. Now, this is actually quite a mystery buy coming out from Motion, looking to use the Judge instead of a rifle. However, he does have the Blade Storms, so he will have a long-range option and a short-range option. There we go. There's the the runner back. Already good for 2 again. is doing all the work for Sanguine currently. 2 early picks, putting Friendings in a disadvantageous situation. You have the Hunter's Fury, and I do think that Owl Drone, if it can tag a player, a Stranger, he will be pumping out those arrows. Sanguine, you played aggressively early on, you used the utility, you got 2 kills, and now I like what they are doing. Playing defensively and just holding their positions, because right now the play is all on to Friendings to figure out which side to hit. 3 players standing, and you have to do something, or else the timer will expire, and this will be 11-9. Buddha has Killjoy lockdown, and it could be crucial to staying alive to win this round for Sanguine. Should the 3v5 actually happen, Ultimate will make all the difference. But however, Stranger does have a Hunter's Fury to counteract the lockdown going his way. Interesting choice of a recon arrow to scan defensive spawn. Not quite what I expected. Actually does get detected either way. Perhaps it was bait. And oh, The defensive spawn to A push coming up from Friendings. You don't see the swap and HK good for 1, and now it's a picture attack. Sanguine has for 4. Sanguine, flawless round, 9-11. They are coming back into this. The money for Sanguine looking really healthy now. Aplo able to buy the operator again, this time with full armor. Can he continue his, I wouldn't really call it dominance, but can he continue getting picks for his team early rounds, or at least long distances? This time, however, Friendings, they are able to buy, and even if they lose this round, the money should sustain them for one more round. But beyond that, things are starting to look a little bit rough. Sanguine, they're catching up. Mid-control take coming out from Friendings. Sunboy, he is by himself though, so if he doesn't get exposed, you do lose a Cypher. That means your flank routes are open on the attacking side. On defense, Stranger. Oh, I think, what was that? That alarm bot. Where did it go? Oh, it detected a few players short, I think. Slowly but surely, 4 players of Friendings edging towards the A side. Aplo can't really see anything through the smoke. LST, there we go. The showstopper ends. Buddha going for a Hail Mary play. That was the Killjoy ultimate. That was so crucial to Sanguine. And that one's down and out for the counts. 5 players standing. 4v5 for the retake. Aggressive positioning. Aplo. Oh my gosh. Blindfire is through the smoke. Already catching 1 player. Good for 2 maybe. Has taken out another. The trades are back and forth. However, the defensive side is down a player. 2 ultimates going the way for the attackers. Someone with huge flank and takes down Has. No problems whatsoever. HK by himself. No resurrection to work with. However, full utility. So this round may not be lost just yet. HK, I do think he should go for this. Although his chances are slim, because a match point for one team, oh, it's a bit of a death sentence. And Somboy, he clicks, he doesn't flick, takes down HK's ponytail. There you go, match point going away for Friendings. 3 ultimates to work with. LST, I don't think he actually got a kill with the showstopper that round. But Stranger, he himself as well, still holding onto the Hunter's Fury. They can use it for a post-plant spike defense. Sanguine now. Do or die. You have to put everything on the line now. Make something happen. Oh, I like that Sage Wall actually coming out from HK, but no, hasn't spotted by Stranger. Well, Stranger just aim at the wrong spot, gets nothing out of the Hunter's Fury. Aplo good for 1 kill into motion. A very pivotal first blood player going the way of Friendings, and LST just got better positioning over Aplo. HK by himself got to hold still and defend for his team. Good kill initially, and that's all he could really do. 3-on-3 for the retake. However, this time on the defense, you have Buddha, who's still alive, and that Killjoy lockdown going to be put down in Garden. The spike once gets planted, which it actually doesn't. Somboy still playing aggressive. He has the spike though, and he does go down. So it's all down to Stranger, and he's stuck. Couldn't quite run away. We'll get detained. We'll get sprayed down by Buddha. And dearie me, Sanguine, my god, 10-12. They are fighting tooth and nail to stay in this. Has carrying his team, 25 kills, doing everything, and on his 4th run it back this game, if my count is correct. Aplo once again on the operator. Man, if you actually notice, a lot of higher tier jets actually, after getting 1 kill, they tend to change up their positioning to keep the enemy team guessing. Aplo, he didn't quite do that, and as a result, he got punished. They could have been a 2-kill round for him relatively easily. Aplo whipping another. And oh, there is at least Somboy, the Cypher, towards B main and motion again, sneaking his way through. But however, the alarm bot will make his presence known. Oh, gets exploded on him as well. He is fragile for just 2 seconds. Thankfully, no one peeks him just yet. Somboy, you can't wallbang through there. Well, not with a Vandal, at least. Medium wall penetration, not quite enough. Sanguine still 5 players standing. And I like what they're doing. They're playing the buddy system at major choke points, leaving Aplo, long range with an operator, so to hold B main, and that's 2 players towards market to trade each other out. 2 players short as well, in case aggression should go their way, leaving A site for the retake, I believe. 3 players towards market, and there's 2 players for Sanguine on the defense. They should be able to clutch this huge. And D! Oh, he narrowly escapes. Motion heads back to turn towards him. That was risky. Strange, actually. The TP cancelled. D, this could be huge. Already good for 1. He knows where Motion is stuck.
30 seconds left.
Has again have a win. What's the shot against Bajaya point blank? And D gets taken down. Bajaya for 2 now. Carrying his team to potential victory. It's all down to Aplo by himself. 1v4. This is a very tall order. It's already match point going away. 4 friendings, a crossfire coming out from Bajaya in market, and 3 players on site. Aplo, what do? You have 2 4-second cloud bursts, no jet dash to work with. This could just spell GG. Now his position has been given up, and look at Bajaya. Oh no, runs out of ammo and gets taken down in embarrassing fashion by Aplo. But however, the spike is ticking away now. Aplo, you have to get a move on. He gets sprayed down, and there you go, GG. Well, 13-10, map 1, game 1, going the way 2 friendings. Sanguine, you came close, but just couldn't quite go all the way. On the scoreboard has 5 first bloods for Sanguine, 25 kills, top of the server, doing great job for his team. And Buddha on Killjoy, underperforming slightly on 7, got killed and punched a few times when he had the Killjoy lockdown available. So definitely not ideal for Sanguine, especially on the defense. Meanwhile, for the attacking side, well, the first half attacking side actually, friendings, Bajaya, 24 kills, not too bad himself, but overall, the first bloods are flowing the way for friendings. Bajaya on 3, Motion on 5, LST on 3 as well. Collectively, that is 9. Wait, no, that's 11. I can't do math, guys. This is the event over time Journeyman League game 1. Already done and dusted, and we will be cutting to a short break in an hour for game 2, which will be. Let's check the bracket real quick. Not Bazaar versus Ooga Booga. But anyway, if I could just get a repeat on that, I couldn't quite find. Sorry, it will be Ooga Booga versus McCall team. Well, guys, see you back in an hour. Don't go away just yet. The show is yet to go on.